welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Youngwei Koo going to get this one going. And off we go from forefield. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, but it's a gain there of 26 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's to the right side and incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So I actually think this is one of those where he was a little bit too unselfish. He's trying to fit that ball in a tight window and maintain his ability as a passer. But I think if he turns himself into a runner and activates his legs, he probably picks up that 1st down if he calls his own number.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 15. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Nice job by them getting back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They hand it to Gibbs. What a move! He's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Giants nothing.
touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And Dart was the second quarterback taken in this year's draft, only behind Cam Ward out of Miami. And you look back to his time with Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss, he put up some monster numbers. And you got to think, he's the youngest quarterback of the entire 25 draft. So can he transition to a pro-style offense? Can he play the style in which they want to play in New York? From a physical standpoint, from an athletic standpoint, like Jackson Dart looks like the prototypical modern-day NFL quarterback. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Operating from the gun, and it's Dart. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. Working free downfield. It is Williams. It is a huge play for Detroit. 31 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Olsen and Evo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First reception of the game for St. Brown. And he gives his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On play action, Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and Quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's the 3rd-round rookie pick, Isaac Slaughter.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Throwing here is Goff. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. The toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Giants offense ready for their 2nd possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. On the ground, right back to Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short. Here's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Oh, he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why. 0-1 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rim. 0-1.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Now, Goff. He connects with St. Brown. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That's good. For the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
So after one, 14-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line as we are ready to get back underway. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, and Daniels.
To throw is gone. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he will get into the end zone. Sam Laporta, touchdown Detroit. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. They need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. They'll go play action here with Dart. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
Everything defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Throw, left side, that's Johnson.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Singletary. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff it on 4th down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Jameer Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard. He sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's in! Sam Laporta! Touchdown, Detroit! His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out to a commanding 28-0 1st half lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. On the give, it's Tracy. They work forward to the 40-yard line. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Throwing, Dart. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has...
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. And this is going to be a 1st down. That is a head coach not afraid to roll the dice. This time it pays off, and a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
14-yard line.
On the ground, here's Tracy. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Dart. Open man is Robinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
Tracy. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time, he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer.
Giants 7.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. Room to run at the 40. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of
A long one from Gibbs. A pickup of 44 yards.
And we've talked about how man coverage can be really good when defending the pass. But, Mike, the flip side of that is it actually can make things a little more challenging trying to defend the run. Those 2nd, 3rd level defenders, they tend to have their back turns to the backfield. So by the time they realize what's happening, he's already on his way downfield.
They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Laporta in motion. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
And you better choose wisely. That's my heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my heart.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Williams in motion. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. One of the Giants has it. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, New York. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit.
Giants 14.
For the get back, this revolution been televised. I fell through with the nicknames. And young, put your chili up. Yeah, I'm with that. They black out, they act out. Yeah,
so out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
The Lions call their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. He's got a man all alone. That's Tesla. And he's into the end zone. Isaac Tesla. Touchdown, Lions. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Giants 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A return now from the full. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. It's Tracy looking to run. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and
3. 2nd down and 3. To throw is Dart. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Dart. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Dart. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
Dart gonna throw it again. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. He's got it! And he's gonna be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 3. Past midfield. A nice return here. It's going to set that up beyond the 30-yard line.
And for a team that didn't show a whole lot of fight in this first half, Mike, that's a heck of a way to start quarter number 3. Oftentimes, when the offense or the defense finds themselves struggling, it's the special teams that light a fire under these guys. And I'll tell you, that's a heck of a return to give this offense great starting field position.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. DJ Reader in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Darts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So now, after the made field goal, back out is Koo to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Look at him go! And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
On 2nd down, Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get 15 on that game. First down, Giants.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Out of the gun. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Giants sending out their punter.
Formation for the Giants.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's caught by Tesla. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. And their 49-yard line.
shy of midfield. Here's second down. They hand it to Gibbs. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Avon Thibodeau with the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And a good tackle out wide. It will hold him to a gain of just 3.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead.
Lions 49, Giants 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. comes Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
To the air on second down. Dart. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll step up and run this. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Third, they need 8. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
One on target for Williams. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Williams in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On play action, Goff. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That's caught downfield by Tesla. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Goff. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Brings up 4th.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead.
Giants 17.
Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Giants.
1st down, Giants.
Throwing, Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st down, New York.
To the air once more is Dart. He has Hyatt complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Operating from a gun, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Alex Anzalone getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Dart. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors.
Complete to Malik Neighbors. Gain of 8 yards. It's now third and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. That is caught by the tight end, Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. The Giants cut into the lead a little bit.
24.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Laporta in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw to the right side. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line to the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. the handoff. This is Gibbs. And a more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a third down coming up. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Laporta in motion. From the gun, here's Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He takes off. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Complete to Jalen Bryant. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Here's Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Lions. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.